Today, we will examine the systems engineering and certification strategy for Vertical Aerospace's electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft program. Our focus will be on the company's core approach and its implications for achieving type certification for commercial operations. Our analysis will cover 5 key areas. We will begin with the foundational business strategy, move to the regulatory framework and design architecture, then review the flight test program, and conclude with the company's overall strategy for de-risking the program.
Here we have the VX4 aircraft. It's crucial to make a distinction here. This is not a technology demonstrator. It is what we call a certification intent prototype, meaning it was designed from its inception with the primary purpose of generating the validation and verification data necessary to demonstrate compliance with airworthiness standards.
Let's first analyze Vertical's strategic decision to function as a system integrator. This model of horizontal integration stands in contrast to the vertically integrated models adopted by many other companies in this sector.
This slide contrasts the 2 dominant industrial models in the eVTOL sector. The horizontal, or integrator model, leverages established Tier 1 aerospace partners. This approach is capital efficient, lowering fixed costs, but it places the engineering emphasis on system integration. Conversely, the vertical integration model involves in-house development of most critical components. This requires significantly higher capital expenditure but provides complete control over the value chain and technology roadmap. Vertical's asset-light approach is therefore defined by a few core tenets. The first is to leverage the established expertise and existing certifications of its partners. This is intended to de-risk the path to both certification and scaled production. It also allows for a leaner cost structure, enabling proprietary development to be focused on a few key areas, such as battery and propeller technology.
Let's now examine the regulatory framework. It's essential to understand that for a new aircraft category, certification is not a final hurdle. It is a fundamental driver of all design decisions from the very beginning of the program. The entire architecture must be conceived with a clear path to compliance.
The certification basis for this new class of powered lift aircraft is the Special Condition for VTOL, or SC-VTOL. This was established because existing safety standards for traditional fixed-wing aircraft and rotorcraft are inadequate to address the novel design features and failure modes inherent to these vehicles.
Achieving Design Organization Approval, or DOA, is another critical milestone. This is a formal determination by the regulator that a company possesses the required organization, procedures, and competent personnel to design an aircraft and verify its compliance. It is a prerequisite for holding a type certificate. The program's commercial scope is global, which necessitates concurrent engagement with multiple aviation authorities. Vertical has active certification validation projects with 5 key regulators: the UK CAA, EASA in Europe, the FAA in the United States, ANAC in Brazil, and the JCAB in Japan.
This regulatory harmonization between the CAA and ASA is a vital development. The UK CAA's decision to adopt ASA's means of compliance to SC-VTOL allows for a single, unified design standard across both the UK and the European Union. This significantly reduces certification complexity for the Category Enhanced standard.
This brings us to the engineering challenge of Vertical's integrator model: managing a distributed design architecture. This paradigm involves a shared design authority across an ecosystem of Tier 1 partners, with Vertical maintaining ultimate oversight and integration responsibility. The architecture relies on these established aerospace leaders, each responsible for a critical aircraft system. Honeywell provides the avionics and flight control computers, Akateri handles the airframe, and Evolito supplies the electric propulsion units. Vertical's role is to integrate these systems into a single, compliant vehicle. As the chief engineer notes, this partnership model is predicated on embedding certification discipline throughout the supply chain. It is not simply outsourcing, it is a shared commitment to rigorous engineering and regulatory compliance from the outset.
We will now turn to the physical validation of the design. The VX4 flight test campaign serves as the primary tool for data-driven validation and de-risking. Its purpose is to generate empirical data to confirm analytical models. The decision to use a piloted prototype early in the program provides critical data on handling qualities and system interactions that cannot be fully replicated through simulation alone. Achieving milestones like wing-borne flight in open airspace requires specific approval from the CAA, underscoring the rigorous oversight of the test campaign.
The flight test program is structured in a methodical, four-phase approach. This build-up methodology is designed to systematically expand the aircraft's operational envelope, beginning with hover and low-speed flight and progressing through the full transition from vertical to forward flight.
During these flight tests, a significant amount of data is captured. For example, during wing-borne flight, engineers recorded over 30,000 in-flight data parameters. This data is essential for confirming performance against the stability, control, and energy models that form the basis of the certification case.
The entire program is designed to demonstrate compliance with a safety target equivalent to that of commercial airliners. This target is a probability of catastrophic failure of less than 1 in 10 to the 9th flight hours. All systems must be designed to meet this standard.
The final section, then, synthesizes how vertical strategy, the integrator model, the regulatory engagement, and the flight test program addresses the primary risks inherent in developing a novel aircraft.
We can see a systematic approach to risk mitigation here. Manufacturing risk is addressed through partnership with a Tier 1 aerostructure supplier. Operational risk is mitigated via an agreement with a global helicopter operator. And regulatory risk is managed by incorporating senior regulatory expertise directly into the company's leadership. It is important to distinguish the VX4 prototype from VALO, which is the designated commercial product. The VX4 program is designed to provide the validation data that will be incorporated into the final design intended for type certification.
To summarize, the integrator model presents clear trade-offs. Its primary advantages are capital efficiency and the leveraging of existing partner expertise, which de-risks scaled manufacturing. The disadvantages include the complexity of system integration and a heavy reliance on the performance of the external supply chain.
This leaves us with the central question. Can a distributed design authority, reliant on a complex partner ecosystem, successfully deliver an eVTOL certified to airliner-level safety standards at industrial scale? The outcome of this program will be an important data point for the aerospace industry.